go back to 2003, I would do it in a heartbeat. One of the best moments. It's indescribable winning a national championship, and so to be able to do it on that stage, it's a huge accomplishment, something I will absolutely never forget.
And so many of the Sooners that have won titles here in recent years are saying the same thing, and Oklahoma's going to try to win it for an unprecedented 5th straight year. 4 is already unprecedented. As Ilana Agbayani leads it off. She is hoping to win her first. She is a transfer from BYU. What a get out of the portal for Patty Gasso. They call her Hawaii 5-0. That's why she wears number 50. And her dad, Benny Agbayani. A lot of people probably recognize that name. Former major leaguer. And I mean, she fields the middle infield like a champ. We saw her turn that inning-ending double play moments ago.
Yeah, just a baller. And Coach Gasso says she is one of the best second basemen that I've had. And for her to be able to say that, she's had some incredible defenders, but just incredible range and just that transfer we saw on that double play, her being able to get rid of that ball, no hesitation.
Now, she pitched a little bit when she was at BYU. Patty has not used her in that capacity since transferring to the Sooners. Wants her just to focus on hitting and her play at second base. Full count to lead off the 3rd inning. 5-2 Oklahoma. And a leadoff.
Quick transfer, sweet play.
First walk allowed by Anna Reimer since coming out last inning. And this is Emmerling, who walked when Tepperson was still out there. And came around to score in that 4-run second. Second inning has been good for the Sooners so far in this regional. 9 total runs. And now this one is hit down the line. Foul ground. Diving! What a catch by Pond. Boy, is she having a day. A home run and then a spectacular catch on the warning track and foul ground. And I don't know what she had for breakfast, but she has a ton of energy.
Fire me up. I am fired up here. I mean, just look at how long she has to go for this. Just lays out going into the fence. But also what you don't see is Agbayani is leaving on the pitch. And so this is just huge. This is such a big play for her to lay out. Pump me up.
You can tell Cal just feeds off of her emotion, too. As Abigail Dayton comes up with one on. And one out. Hit by a pitch, run scored. Another California native for Oklahoma. Comebacker. Reimers to second. They're going to get one there. Not in time to get the speedy Dayton. They get the force out. 2 away before turning it back to the top of the order.
Yeah, and Anna Reimers, this is a comebacker at her, but just knowing exactly what to do with the ball before it gets to her, ensuring getting that first out, making sure nobody is in scoring position. Out number 2.
Pickering 2 hits, a homer, and 2 runs batted in. Pickering, despite being a sophomore, we have seen this. She leads like a senior. And she doesn't mind being a leader. She has helped the newcomers this year.
Yeah, and Coach Gasso describes them as so quiet, just quiet leaders, but they just get it done. Both her and Parker.
Yeah, Gasso likes Pickering's approach at the plate, very much like Parker's. Bat back-to-back from the left-hand side. Top of this order. Pickering in her first at bat with that home run extended her on base streak to 13 games now. It's away into the dirt. Longy Quiroga able to body that up and keep it in front. Three and one. Strike on the outside corner. Pickering was ready to throw her bat away. Thought that was ball four. Reimers walked the leadoff hitter Agbayani. Now trying to get out of this inning unscathed. 3-2 pitch to Pickering. Popped up, and it's going to get out of play. Nice crowd here today. This is the first of 3 games at Love's Field. Winner of this one is in the championship round tomorrow. Loser has to come back and play later tonight around 7 o'clock Eastern time. And so it could be a very long day for one of these two teams. Meanwhile, the winner in great shape.
Yeah, you're one step closer to punching your ticket to Supers if you win this game.
Again, the 3-2. And is this going to stay in play for Marshall? It will not. Look at how far Kaylee Pond came.
She's everywhere.
She thinks she has a chance to catch every ball on the field.
She is the most energetic outfielder that I have seen. Just constantly talking, constantly making eye contact, pointing to her teammates, and just, you know, when she comes up with that ball, she's immediately screaming, pumping her chest. It's fun.
And that one gets in the dirt. Quiroga has to chase. So now 2 on with 2 outs. Second walk of the inning for Reimers. And that has been the Achilles heel for Cal pitching today, the free passes.
Yeah, again, those walks, just don't want those to come back and haunt you. So important for the Bears to attack these hitters. You see good things happen when you let them put the ball in play. We saw that great play from Pond in left field, so use your defense.
Now the table is set for Parker. 5 homers her last 8 games. And starter outside. She had an RBI single her last time up in the second inning. She's 1 for 2. And now Quiroga wants a new softball. Doesn't like any that John Hand has. They want to see them all. It's like they're shopping for grapefruit.
Hey, it's important. You want your pitchers to be comfortable. The ball matters. Finding that perfect ball. I played with some fun pitchers that it takes about 55 balls till they find that right one. But hey, we want to make sure that they're comfy and we need them ready to go.
So it appears Reimers is satisfied with the rock that she has now. This is a big spot again as Oklahoma has 2 on and one of the most dangerous hitters in the country. And Cal has stayed in this ball game up to now, but Ella Parker again could swing the momentum in a hurry. Reimers has her pitch, the 1-0. Off speed high, but it's called a strike. That appeared to be at the letters. I think the crowd thought so too.
A little high, but in the zone. That changeup, it just pops up, but I think that's a strike.
The 1-1. Line drive. Down the line, foul. I don't know that there's a more enthusiastic, informed, educated fan base than the folks here in Norman, Oklahoma when it comes to college softball. They're into every pitch.
They do not take a pitch off. They are very enthusiastic.
The big sophomore from LA, Ella Parker. Swung on and missed.
And just what she's able to pull out of her athletes. She's able to challenge them. She's able to love upon them, able to push them and empower them.
Phillips jumps on the first pitch again from Landry. Was a little late on it, but that approach has been working against Sam, as Cal has 5 hits today. They have scored in each of the last 2 innings, including a home run. They've stayed in this ball game with the vaunted Sooners. And you kind of knew that they would, at least offensively. The question coming into this game, Natasha, was going to be pitching and defense.
Those were the big things that they have to shore up on. The defensive miscues, pitching, not giving up 3 bases, the walks, eliminating those.
0-2 to Mia Phillips. Ground ball to short. Charging is Garcia. Throws on the run. Makes it look so easy. Silky smooth. 1 down. And that is the first time that Cal has not had the leadoff hitter on.
Gabby Garcia, just her approach, just like a veteran. She's a freshman. Just her approach to that, she makes it look easy. Slow rolling ball, knows the speed of the runner, throws on the run. Easy stuff.
Marshall walked her first time up. That is only the 3rd time today that Landry has not landed a first pitch strike. Line drive right at the left fielder Pickering. 2 down. Well, you can't hit it any better than Marshall just struck it, but nothing to show for it.
That's all you can ask for, is to be a hard out. I mean, this is a hard swing, full commitment. It's a hard out.
We haven't talked about Longy Quiroga much here today. She was quick out her first time up, and ground ball to second as time is called at home plate. But Quiroga has been a big part of this run to the NCAA tournament for Cal here in 2025. First team All-ACC, had a freshman All-American season last year. And you can see how the numbers have gone up. No sophomore slump for this kid. Chelsea Spencer says she's the one I want to go to battle with.
Yeah, and you can just feel that she's putting pressure on herself. Yesterday she had 2 strikeouts. Today we see her in this 9-hole, and in these moments as a hitter, you just want to feel comfortable. You're just trying to figure out a way to make things happen.
Able to lay off that pitch. You can see she's talking to herself, you know, about the discipline she needs to have against Sam Landry. Landry's 1-2. Kept down and slapped into right field. That is a good piece of hitting by Quiroga, and she practically runs into the parking lot. 2 out, base hit.
So this is the pitch before. She's talking to herself, you know, hey, I live for 1 more pitch. That's all I need. All I need is 1 more pitch. And right here just keeps it simple. This is all you need to break things open for yourself. When you're feeling that pressure, keep it simple.
Longy Quiroga, she played tackle football until she was in the 8th grade. And, you know, you can tell she is a very big-time competitor. Sophomore from Los Angeles. Now back to the top of the order. And the junior Elon Butler, who has 2 hits today. 2 of the 6 hits for Cal have come from this bat. Cal today 1 for 3 with 2 outs. There's Emmerling and Landry chat. By this time yesterday, Landry was resting on the Sooners bench. Only pitched 3 innings in that opener against BU, but they need length out of her today.
Yes, and Most likely preparation to have her rest, knowing that they're going to have to use her arm the rest of the way.
Quiroga at first. 2-0 pitch. And it's 3-0. Mika Lee on deck for California. Walked her. So 3 innings in a row, Sam Landry has given up a free pass. A walk in the second, a hit by pitch in the third, and a walk again here in the fourth.
She was already hard on herself yesterday for the walk that she'd given up, and it was honestly a blemish yesterday. She pitched so well, but in these moments she knows that she's got to shore those up, shore up those free bases.
Now the tying run at the plate in Mika Lee. Lee swings at the first pitch, dumps it into center field. They're going to hold the runner at third. They slam the base, breaks on Quiroga, and she dives back into the bag.
And Mika Lee in this 2 spot is coming up clutch today. She's so simple, straight to the ball. Knows she's got runners on first and second. Doesn't need to do anything big. Just needs some base runners. Just keeps the momentum going.
When Quiroga rounded that base hard, but Chelsea Spencer put on the stop sign. And now Anders, who had an RBI single last time up, has a chance again to do some damage. And she has pop in her bat. 6 home runs on the year. Cal's all-time career leader in doubles. And now it's 0-2. Couple of 2-out hits today for the Bears. They could use another one here. Down 3 in the fourth. The Sooners crowd getting behind Sam Landry. Ground ball right to third. Stepping on the bag is McEnroe Marinas, and Landry escapes. Cal leaves him loaded in the fourth, and we'll talk to Chelsea Spencer about that missed opportunity next. National champs and Sydney Barker, who has been on twice, has an RBI single to her credit today, comes up to lead off the fourth. And the first pitch from Reimers is down and in. Barker has had a lot of big moments in her freshman campaign. The game back in February against Baylor really stands out. Drove in 6 runs, had a grand slam, also had a 2-run shot out the foul pole against those Bears.
She's been hot as of late. Like Coach Gasso said, facing Reimers, just getting that timing down has been difficult for the Sooners right now. Any hitter out there knows facing someone slow and spinny, it's difficult to try to let that ball travel, let it get deep.
Now this has got to eat Coach Spencer up a little bit, falling behind 3-0 to the leadoff hitter, as Oklahoma has done a good job with their leadoff hitter as well. Sanders walked to start the second inning. Agbayani walked to start the third. And now Barker walks to start the fourth. And now Reimers feels she needs another softball again. And the crowd's going to give her a piece of their mind. As they say, walks will haunt, and now Oklahoma will try to make Reimers pay with the leadoff free pass. Garcia struck out her first time up, hit by a pitch in the second inning. That's a big miss. 2-0 now as Reimers is starting to have trouble dialing in.
Yeah, and just trying to find the strike zone. You can see her being challenged, wanting a different ball. So just really trying to settle back in.
Hit high, hit deep. Goodbye home run. Number 17 on the year for Gabby Garcia. And it's 7-2.
And just Gabby Garcia having green lights after Reimers throwing 6 balls. This is a 2-0 pitch and just stays in her legs and just launches on this off the bat. I mean, there is no doubt that this is going to be out of here. The Sooners up 7-2.
Garcia hit that 3-run walk-off homer last Friday to beat Arkansas in the SEC tournament semis as the Sooners rallied from that 6-1 deficit. And Garcia, even though she's a true freshman, has a knack for the spectacular.
Yeah, and just we have to remember she's just a freshman. We talk about a lot of these newcomers and, you know, can the Sooners do it? But just has veteran mannerisms, just so stoic. Doesn't let the big moments get to her.
Neither does Nelly McEnroe-Marinas. 0 for 2 today, but has played well in the field, started to double play. That ended the Cal rally in the 3rd inning. And after another 3-0 count, Quiroga comes out. Pitching coach Jen Deering making her way to the circle. And there is activity in the Cal bullpen.
Yeah, after giving up that walk to Barker and that home run to Garcia, you could just see Anna Reimers is just really struggling to find that strike zone. She now finds herself 3-0 again. And Coach Deering just coming out here trying to pump her up. Hey, this is a moment. Just got to go right out.
Three walks. And she's only pitched an inning and 2/3. Kiki Mashoud, freshman right-hander, is getting loose for Cal now. (3-0) to McEnroe-Marinas. And I think that was a changeup in there for strike one. It's interesting that she goes with a changeup and a pitch she absolutely has to have.
Yeah, just trying to find the zone, and whatever is comfortable for her, whatever is going to get her strikes is what she needs to go to right now.
She battles back 3-2 now. McEnroe-Marinas 0 for 2. Sanders is on deck. Nelly has had an excellent season, all SEC first team. One of the best freshmen in the country. 20 multi-hit games, most on the roster. Walked her. And now, Patty Gasso is going to bring up Corey Hicks as a pinch hitter, who the last time she came to the plate sent everybody home happy.
Yeah, right off the bat, we knew that this was out of here. Just her getting this opportunity late in the game, giving her some good feels, and that's gotta feel good to be able to have that walk-off and know that she can supply that power at any moment.
That was Hicks' 3rd home run of not just her season, but her career. And she's going to bat in Sydney Sanders' spot. Runner on, nobody out for Oklahoma. And that pitch way high for Anna Reimers, and she kind of looked into the dugout saying, oh boy. Yeah, I indeed may have lost it. She knows she's on a short leash.
Yeah.
Big swing, foul back, 1-1. Corey Hicks, one of those 8 freshmen on this Oklahoma roster. And every one of them has had a moment or two this season that really stands out. Hicks had hers last night. 1-1. Hit well to center. On the warning track is Mika Lee, adjusting her body to make that catch. Hit well by Hicks. And she'll be the first out of the inning, and the crowd appreciates the freshman's efforts.
Corey Hicks hits this on the money, but what she does so good is she just stays behind that ball, but not enough power to get out of here. But off the bat, we thought that this was going. But Mika Lee is there to make the catch.
She's got a bright future. Now Ilana Agbayani. No hits today for Ilana, but she's had 2 productive at-bats, a sac bunt and a walk, as Reimers has yet again asked for a different softball.
This crowd is tough. Real tough, and all she's looking for is comfort.
What is it specifically you think?
So sometimes the newer the ball, sometimes it's the grip. The seams are too high, and it's kind of sticky. You're not able to get a good grip. It's just all feel. Every pitcher is different.
Just missed off the plate. 2-0 to Agbayani. Who has 3 home runs on the year, hit one last Friday, and that Arkansas comeback. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. Agbayani, the Hawaii Gatorade High School Player of the Year a few years back, went to BYU, got in the portal, and Patty Gasso jumped on the opportunity to bring Ilana to Norman. Been an excellent fit. Opposite field, deep, but it's going to stay in the ballpark. Pond is there, makes the catch, gets it in quickly. McEnroe Marinas goes back to first base, 2 down now.
The energy of Kaylee Pond in left field. Coach Spencer says, I have the loudest outfield, and Kaylee Pond is the leader of that. She just has a lot of fun out there.
Oklahoma has scored 2 in the inning on a 2-run homer by Garcia. Emmerling 0 for 1, a walk and a run scored. Those 2 runs very important too. A little more breathing room now for the Sooners as the game moves into the 5th inning in the next half. And Cal, a team that has the offense. We've seen that. Oh, that hit her. And we'll see if that's going to indeed be the end of Anna Reimers. It looks like Chelsea Spencer's making her way out. And now Jen Deering is saying something to, is it the Oklahoma bench?
I'm not sure if she's yelling at the umpire or the bench, but she's just trying to look out for her pitcher. Her pitcher wants new balls and different balls and trying to get the umpire to get more selection. So what she's looking for, I think, is more scuffed up balls. The newer ones, she keeps throwing those ones back. And things like this that become a bigger issue than it needs to be. And, if you're the Bears, just ask for the balls, get what you need.
You can see Jen Deering asking about the ball situation. You know, did you get 2 different balls? I think that's what she was asking there.
Yeah, so she's just asking the umpire to go and get 2 new balls, because that's what her pitcher wants. So just having her back. But I think at first he denied her and said no, and then after she came out, he went and got different balls.
Got a pinch runner at first base for Oklahoma. Running for Emmerling is Helton, Cheney Helton, now at first base. McEnroe Marinas at second, Helton at first, and Dayton at the plate. As I was saying before we had softball gate there, Cal, even though they do have the offensive ability, in recent games, they haven't scored a lot of runs. They were shut out at the ACC tournament, scored 1 yesterday, just 2 so far today. Ground ball up the middle, flip to second, they can't complete the play. Everybody's safe. And that's why they brought Helton in as a pinch runner. That speed bearing down on second. The defenders knew they had to hurry and may have rushed it.
Yeah, and that's the defensive miscues that we're talking about for Cal, especially in these moments. Just being able to take care of the ball, that's a big out right there. That's a give me out. And Mia Phillips should be able to hold on to that. But even with the speed from Cheney Helton, that's an out, that second.
They're going to give Dayton an infield single. So the bases are loaded again for Oklahoma. And this is Cassidy Pickering. Her 4th trip to the plate, has a homer and an RBI single plus a walk. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Six hits now for the Sooners. Winner is in the region final tomorrow. And the loser of this ball game has to play again in a few hours tonight. And that's a heavy load.
Yeah, having to sit around for the next game, you get cold and you got to get right back to it tonight in the 3rd game. So that's a tough situation to be in.
1-2 to Pickering. Reimer's pitch. Up and away. This is a dangerous part of the Oklahoma order. We've said that so many times already this weekend.
Right, and you know, you just kind of go back and you think about the walks and you think about the errors of just opportunities to shut the door.
Fly ball. Deep left center field. Goodbye, grand slam. First grand slam for Cassidy Pickering this year, and it's 11-2 Sooners.
And the Sooners just giving no mercy, just capitalizing on all of the opportunities, all of the walks, all of the errors that the Bears are giving, and Cassidy Pickering just delivering and being clutch like she always is. 2nd home run on the day.
And they were both opposite field home runs. I mean, the strength. I mean, she just flicked it out of here.
Yeah, and talk about the strength. And Anna Reimers, you know, she's not throwing that hard. So to have that ability to let the ball travel and to still hit that square on just shows her strength and shows Cassidy Pickering's power.
Another pitching change for the Bears. 3rd pitcher of the day for the Cal Bears, and it's Ashanti McDade, junior right-hander. Parker, ground ball. Phillips throws her out, and it finally gets Cal off the field. But it's a 6-run inning. Reimer's pitch. Up and away. This is a dangerous part of the Oklahoma order. We've said that so many times already this weekend.
Right, and you just kind of go back and you think about the walks and you think about the errors of just opportunities to shut the door.
Fly ball, deep left center field. Goodbye, grand slam. First grand slam for Cassidy Pickering this year, and it's 11-2 Sooners.
And the Sooners just giving no mercy, just capitalizing on all of the opportunities, all of the walks, all of the errors that the Bears are giving, and Cassidy Pickering just delivering and being clutch like she always is. Second home run on the day.
And they were both at Omaha and BU in an elimination game later this afternoon. Third pitcher of the day for the Cal Bears, and it's Ashanti McDade, junior right-hander. Parker, ground ball. Phillips throws her out, and it finally gets Cal off the field.
Pretty stuff, and she'll move the ball around. She'll locate heights with her curveball, and she's got that lefty spin coming in the lower 60s.
There's Hannah Core now occupying center field. Abigail Dayton stays in the ball game. And she is now in right field. This is Tiana Bell to lead it off for Cal. Bell 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts against Sam Landry. One and two. 64 teams came into this national tournament. 31 automatic bids, 33 at large. Cal the only at large here in Norman. Chopper to second. And there's one down. And on Saturday, how quickly we reduced the field from 64 to 32. Barring weather, every regional is sending 2 teams home today, including this one.
Yes, and it just happened so fast. We had 64 teams, and so a lot of teams will end their seasons today, and so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of gritty games across the country. A lot of teams trying to extend their seasons.
And the field will be down to 16 for next weekend's Super Regionals. You know, if you have Kaylee Pond's energy, you might be able to lead your team there single-handedly. What we have seen from Pond has been inspiring. A homer in the second. She was hit by pitch in the third and made a beautiful catch and foul ground on the warning track in left field. One out, the 1-2 to Pond. Ground ball. And Barker steps on the bag for the second out. Well, there's Omaha, the Maverick. They made an impressive run through the regular season of the conference tournament in their 3rd NCAA tournament.
Nadia Groff leading in the circle. She was spectacular yesterday, even though they didn't get the win. But Still doing some good stuff in the circle.
Yeah, and we've already been told that she is going to start that game.
Yes.
So that decision has been made. Andre Lowry working ahead quickly against Alicia Herrera. The 0-2. Fans on their feet. One more out will end the game. Oklahoma beat Boston University yesterday in run rule fashion. A chance to do it again. Need one more strike. Just off the plate, 2-2. Barring something dramatic here by the Bears, I'm going to be back here later tonight in an elimination game. Just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Just trying to fight, trying to battle.
Cal is used to playing in front of big-time crowds. They played in front of the largest crowd in softball history earlier this year against Stanford.
That's right.
This Love's Field group is a different animal. And another piece of it.
I got to watch that game on TV, and just the way that it showed, it was awesome to see Stanford and Cal, big rivals, filling the stand. So they're used to this.
Had over 13,000 for that game. Again, the 3-2. Called strike 3, ball game. They are the 4-time defending national champions. They have won in run rule fashion 2 days in a row. They go into the finals tomorrow unbeaten. It's an elimination.
Yeah.